This 6-story building isn't a factory or a workshop. It's actually the engine of the world's largest LNG-based container ship. It's so big inside that workers can easily walk around in it. This engine drives a propeller that's as tall as a 2-story house. And of course, since this is the engine of a container ship, it must use a huge amount of fuel. But just how much? It guzzles up 100 or 200,000 liters just to get started. Amazingly, its fuel tank is big enough to fit 6 Olympic-sized swimming pools inside, and it holds 20 million liters of liquefied natural gas as fuel. Today, you'll learn about the construction of a mega project that has literally pushed the boundaries of human engineering.
Welcome once again to Tailzilo Videos.
Viewers, it's the 21st century, but even today, 90% of international trade goods are still transported by sea, whether it's something as small as a needle or as big as a car. To give you an idea, according to Flight Radar, there are always 15 to 20,000 airplanes in the sky at any given time. And if we look at marine traffic, at the time this video is being made, there are an astonishing 308,000 cargo ships travel around the world. Speaking of the size of these cargo ships, we humans have already built some of the largest ships ever. Even bigger ships can be built, but then they wouldn't be able to pass through major canals like the Suez and Panama canals. So now, the competition isn't about building bigger ships, but about making ships that are as fuel efficient as possible. And that's exactly what the French shipping company CMA-CGM did. They wanted to build the world's largest eco-friendly ship, which would run not on diesel or HSFO fuel, but on LNG, that is, the liquid form of natural gas. This ship is 400 meters long. That's about the same as lining up 4 football fields end to end. Its width is 61 meters, and its height is even taller than the Qutb Minar. The total weight of the ship is equal to 7 Eiffel Towers or 11,500 African elephants. That's 70,000 tons, and that's without any containers on board. This ship can fit a total of 23,112 containers. To give you an idea of their size, if you lined up all those containers, they would form a queue 150 kilometers long. But the real challenge wasn't just building this massive ship. CMC-GM had to build 9 such ships, and that too in just 2 short years. For this job, a shipyard in Hong Kong was chosen, which is 4 kilometers long and looks like a small city. Here, 6,000 workers from all over the world work day and night, and everyone is assigned their own specific task. But the question is, when it normally takes 18 months to build one ship, how can 9 ships be built in just 2 years? The simple answer is that the ships will be built in sections, called blocks. The foundation of the ship is made of steel sheets so that they don't rust. For one ship, 12,660 steel sheets were needed. These sheets were cut with a special laser beam that reached a temperature of 18,000 degrees Celsius. That's 3 times hotter than the surface of the sun. This laser beam cuts through steel like a knife through butter. For one ship, steel strips with a total length of 880 kilometers were cut. Then these sheets were joined together to make blocks. These blocks can range in size from as big as a room to as tall as multi-story buildings. And the amazing thing is that pipes, wiring, and other fittings are already installed in these blocks. This is the rear part of the ship, which was made by joining 5 blocks together. It weighs 790 tons, which is equal to 2 train engines. Just to lift this section, 2 joint cranes were used. It was placed with extreme precision onto the ship's existing structure. And keep in mind, even a 1 millimeter mistake could ruin months of hard work. Once the blocks were in place, it was time for an endless round of welding. Amazingly, a total of 1,250 kilometers of welding was done on a single ship. If you were to lay out all that welding in a straight line, it would start in Karachi and end in Lahore. After welding, every single seam was meticulously checked, because the unforgiving waves of the sea don't forgive even the slightest weakness. Up to this point, this was just the story of assembling the hull and making the blocks. The real marvel lies in its engine. This ship won't run on traditional oils or diesel fuel. It's designed to run on LNG, or liquefied natural gas. This is a huge win for the environment because LNG releases 99% less sulfur dioxide, 91% less air pollution, and 20% less carbon dioxide compared to oil. This is a major step toward making sea travel cleaner. But if CMA-CGM wants to bring this revolution to the shipping industry, they'll have to pay a hefty price. The biggest challenge here was storing LNG in liquid form. That is, having a fuel tank where the LNG stays cooled to minus 161 degrees Celsius. If it heats up or the tank's insulation isn't good enough, the LNG will turn into gas and expand, and then it's game over. This ship has to make the long journey from Asia to Europe without refueling. For that, it's essential to build a very large LNG fuel tank. But just how big? Amazingly, this is the largest LNG fuel tank in history, with a volume of 18,000 cubic meters. It's so big inside that you could fit 6 Olympic swimming pools in it. Altogether, it can hold nearly 20 million liters of LNG. But the real challenge isn't building such a large fuel tank inside the ship, it's protecting that fuel tank from heat. It's like building a giant thermos, as big as 6 swimming pools, inside the ship. It took the company about 9 months to build this fuel tank. Several layers of insulating materials were added to the tank walls to protect the tank from external heat. After that comes the most important step, leak testing. Because it's crucial for this tank to be airtight, the workers used a simple method for this. They applied soapy water to the joints, then placed a glass container over them, and used a compressor to remove all the air inside. If a joint is weak, outside air will pass through due to the vacuum, and you'll see bubbles forming. In this way, the joints that were leaking were identified and repaired again. After the leak test, the final layer of insulation was applied on top. This is actually a special membrane made of steel that's only 1.2 millimeters thin. When LNG, chilled to minus 161 degrees, hits it, the steel shrinks. This wavy design allows the steel to expand and contract without breaking. And you'll be surprised to know that this technology is also used in space stations. Finally, after 8 months of hard work, this technological marvel, the world's largest thermos, was completed. Now let's move on to its engine. This is the largest engine ever built that runs on natural gas. It's 20 meters tall, which is as high as a 6-story building. Weighing over 2,000 tons, this engine produces 85,000 horsepower. It's so big that the maintenance staff can actually walk around inside it. Bringing this engine to the shipyard was a major challenge in itself. It was transported to the shipyard in 6 separate pieces. Its most important part is this crankshaft, which is the shaft that transmits the engine's power to the propeller. The crankshaft alone weighs 220 tons, and to transport it, a special remote-controlled platform with 140 wheels was used, and then it was installed with millimeter-level accuracy. This engine has 12 pistons, each with a diameter of 1 meter, and this crankshaft is attached to those pistons. This engine will drive the propeller mounted on the backside of the ship. This propeller, which was cast in one piece, weighs 92 tons and stands 10 meters, or 33 feet tall. The engine's power will be transferred to this propeller through a propeller shaft. It's extremely important for this propeller shaft to be perfectly straight, because even a slight bend will cause vibrations at high RPM. To check this, a special blue dye is applied to the propeller shaft, and then it's fitted inside the propeller. When it's taken out, you can see which part of the shaft made contact with the inner surface of the propeller. This test shows the engineering teams the areas where there was no contact and where there was excessive pressure, and then adjustments are made accordingly. Once the entire structure of the ship is ready, it's time to protect it from the marine environment, that is, to paint it. The salty seawater, waves, and friction eat away at the steel, and because of the rough surface, fuel consumption increases. That's why a special paint was applied to it. About 1 million liters of paint were used on a single ship, and the total area was 950,000 square meters. In simple terms, that's double the area of Vatican City. After that, the highest and final block was installed, which is called the command bridge. This is the brain of the ship, where the captain and crew work together to control it. This 400-meter-long ship is equipped all around with a system called Smart Eyes, which gives the captain a 360-degree view while sitting on the bridge. Finally, after a year and a half of tireless effort, the first ship, Jack Sade, was completed. During 15 days of rigorous sea trials, every single aspect of the ship was tested. The engine speed was tested, emergency brakes were tested, and the navigation systems were also put to the test. At the same time, the entire structure was checked for leaks, and most importantly, its anchor was deployed and tested as well. When it comes to this giant beast, not just the anchor, but even a single link of its chain weighs 300 kilograms, and the entire chain weighs as much as 60 African elephants. Finally, the 15 days of sea trials were successfully passed. The engineering team's goal of building low-carbon emission ships finally became a reality. The shipyard won the race against time. One after another, 9 such container ships were built in record time. This is not just the story of building a mountain of steel, but the story of the intelligence and tireless hard work of thousands of workers. These ships are now ready to rule the world's oceans, and that too in a much cleaner way than ever before. These mega ships are proof that if a person sets their mind to something, they can even move mountains of steel across the ruthless seas.
I hope you enjoyed Tell Xylo videos and support them wholeheartedly by liking and sharing. Thank you so much for your love and wonderful comments. See you in the next amazing video.